Manually. No.
When you said we had canes coming, I thought you were talking about chicken.
Canes? Crazy canes like crazy.
Yeah, I had one.
Ryan Hood. Ryan Hood. And David Lee.
Evo Shield Canes. They are.
Where are you guys coming from? Raleigh. Raleigh.
You guys want a very special way?
Drive down? How far drive? That's not too bad. Further north.
Yes, 6.5.
I came from Buffalo. Buffalo, a little bit longer drive for you, huh? Yeah, there you go.
What is he? You guys center up on the back row. What 10 is 13.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome out of Raleigh, North Carolina, the Evo Shield Canes 10U team, coached by Brian Hood. Also joining him is David Lee. Welcome you guys to the 2017 Triple Crown U.S. Club Nationals. Glad to have you guys here with us. We're going to turn on over to media for a few questions.
Good. Front row.
Hi, fellas. Thanks for making the trip out.
wanted to get both of your opinions on one thing, which is just a chance to play in this kind of a competitive environment. I don't know if you've seen teams from Dallas and Oregon or whatever, but it might be a little bit on the unique side. But just tell me about what fires you up about the event, why you guys are here.
Well, we're super excited and I'm super happy that Triple Crowns has invited us down. As far as the competition goes, we were looking forward to testing ourselves, and we're hoping to stand tall with those teams that are coming from Oregon and Canada and Texas. We're looking for the opportunity, we're looking for the challenge, and we're happy to be presented with this opportunity. I think I can speak for Dave and the rest of our team that they're super excited to be here as well. I'm sure David can give you some more information about how he feels.
Just come down here to compete and to be good teammates and to grow as a team and win.
Coach, this age group you can't just beat them to death over wins and losses. There's developmental things, more important things happening. So just give me a sense of your broad approach, your broad philosophy on coaching 10U baseball.
Yeah, it's certainly winning is not what we're here for. It's something that happens secondary. These kids are still developing. We talk about putting a smile on. We're here to have fun, and like David said, we're here to compete, but it's not win at all costs. And our kids understand that, and we've already talked about we're going to hustle, we're going to play hard, but we're going to do it with a smile.
Dave, tell me what you've learned the most in the past, from going from 9U to 10U. I mean, that's a huge jump. Howard, what are some of the things that you wanted to work on, and how do you feel about your own learning curve?
Adjusting to like the pitching and just it's not all about winning because in 9U wasn't as competitive, and now I'm tending to go for more tournaments and year round.
Also want to get your opinions on the fact that what you do in this event affects the older boys. It's not just your own bracket, your own age group. You win games and you do good things, it helps the whole organization. So just what's that like to play with that little extra, where everyone's all in the same boat, so to speak?
Right. Our boys have already been able to hang out with the 13s and the 14s today, and they have something to look up to. And it's good for those older kids to be role models and mentors to our kids, and our kids look up to those kids. And I think part of the organization, they continue and they can see what step they need to take and increase at their own ability and to be, like David said, a good teammate.
David, a question for you. Just talk a little bit about what the overall mentality, attitude of the team is coming into this week.
Think about your team before you think about yourself, and it's not about the name on the back, it's just about the name on the front. And to just not think about like, I'm fourth or fifth, but just think about your teammates.
What are some things that you guys have been working on in practice to get ready for this week?
Mentally, the heat, and be tougher mentally.
How has the team done so far leading up to this week? How have you guys been playing?
We've been playing very well and getting stronger mentally.
What are some things that you guys are going to need to make sure that you do really well to win the championship?
We're going to hit very hard and be good teammates and compete.
Thanks, Dave. Coach, talk a little bit about what it means for you guys to be here representing North Carolina. The Canes program is known nationally as a really strong program that produces a lot of good players. What does that mean for you guys to be here to really showcase the style of baseball that you play, and also representing the state of North Carolina in the process?
Right, again, we're super proud that we were asked to come down and be part of this tournament. We're very thankful for Triple Crown and their organization to invite us down. And again, we welcome that opportunity. It's something that not every team gets to experience. And for our kids to have this experience, it's just one more step along the way for them to become better people, better baseball players.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of East Cobb and being able to play here and kind of the aura around this facility and the amount of good players that have stepped on these same fields and are now playing major leagues and college. What is it for you and your team and your program to be playing on, in this facility?
Right, again, it's something that as our younger kids, our 10-year-old kids, again, it's something that they can look up to. It's something they can be proud of. They can go back to North Carolina and they can tell their friends, their teammates, their classmates, hey, this is what we did, this is what we saw, this is who's been here, this is what it's all about. So it's, again, overall, this experience this week, we were really looking forward to having fun, playing some good baseball. Good job, David. High five. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you again out of Raleigh, North Carolina, the Evo Shield Canes 13U team, coached by Brandon Lyles. Also joining us up here is Drew Spencer. Welcome everybody to the 2017 Triple Crown U.S. Club Nationals. Guys, thanks for joining us. We'll turn it over.
Hi guys, thanks for making the trip in.
Thanks.
How many more events do you have after this?
This is it.
This is it. So that's kind of what I was curious about, is a chance to finish things off in a kind of unique space and get that competitive awareness about what you guys can do. Just give me a little bit of sense of how you guys are approaching this and maybe how exciting it is to have this kind of event be the last hurrah for you.
Yeah, we're really excited. I talked with Joe back, I guess, January. He talked about the event, and last year was the inaugural event. And, for myself, been in this circuit for 10 plus years. This is just a unique event that we're really excited about, that we can bring in this many teams in your organization, and you get to watch the younger teams do well, the older teams do good. So we're really excited. We're looking forward to showing our brand of baseball, which we think is a pretty good brand of baseball. And with all the clubs that are here, they were invited because they show a good brand of baseball. And so we hope to play well, perform well, and we'll see how it goes.
Try to do everything we can to win. Just end on the bang. It's gonna be our last tournament.
I know it probably seems a million years ago, but you were playing 12U on a small field. It's not that long ago. From a coaching perspective and a player perspective, what has that transition been like? And I'm guessing highs and lows, but walk me through what that's like.
It can be hard because you're used to being able to lift balls and get them out, and you just kind of got to start hitting the ball hard on the ground and get my drives. But other than that, I feel like I was strong enough to keep on going. But it wasn't that big a transition.
I'm glad he said that. From a coach's training, it's a big transition, going from the little field to the big fields. I mean, we have to go over double cuts that we never have to talk about in the small fields. We have, the backstops are, so blocking from catchers becomes a premium. Playing good quality baseball. We try to teach that, every chance we get, and even when we're playing in local stuff, we're still stressing fundamentals and playing the game the right way. We've made a pretty good transition, partly because we have some bigger kids, so it's been a little easier than maybe some of the other teams. But I'm excited about what this group's been able to do making that transition. They've done it pretty well. And some of them are getting ready to enter high school, so they need to understand the fundamentals are important.
And I was curious if there was maybe a certain tournament or a certain victory that really resonated with you guys this year, or maybe there was a loss or a setback that might have had more to do with making you guys better and understand more what needs to be done.
For me, it was winning last weekend. It was like, it kind of gets a lot of momentum coming in here.
We've had a transition. It's been up and down. We've played really well some weekends. Other weekends we've not shown our ability. Last weekend we were down in the semifinal, came back, scored 6 in the final inning to walk off, and then went into the championship, played a really, really good D1 level team, and made pretty good work of them. So we kind of caught stride at the right time, which we feel good about coming into here. We come in here with some confidence, a little swag, you know, feeling good about who we are as a team and our organization.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the Canes brand of baseball. Elaborate on that a little bit and kind of tell us what that is.
Yeah, well, it comes from the top. Jeff Petty and Dan Gitson, the head guys at the Evo Shield Canes organization. You know, we're going to pitch and we're going to play defense. You know, from the showcase guys, I mean, there's some power potential there, but it doesn't get caught up. We're going to hit and run. We're going to steal bases. We need to bunt a guy over. We're going to execute the bunt, and you know, we ask our kids to do the fundamentals. I mean, you know, just 2 strikes and you ain't got the bunt down with no outs, you may be asked to bunt again to move your teammate over. So, you know, one thing I would say is this group of kids, and really for the whole organization, is you know, they believe in the brand. The brand's been established from the top, so this event makes that even more, even a bigger event for us as an organization to have these little guys be able to interact with these older guys and have a dream of playing and being here in 3 or 4 years from now doing the same thing again. So really looking forward to that.
Question for you, just talk a little bit about the state of mind, the mentality, the attitude that the team has coming into this week.
Well, you know, I feel like we're pretty confident coming here because of the win last weekend. But you know, I feel like it's just important to come in here and have a lot of confidence. You know, have a little swag. Represent this brand well.
The 13U championship game this year is on ESPN3. It's the second year we've had it on ESPN. What would it mean for you guys to be able to make it to the championship and then to be able to play on ESPN?
It'd be a big deal just so you know more people can see us and broadcast it. But you know, just try not to let pressure get to us when we get there.
Final question, Coach. Just talk a little bit about what it means to you guys. You're kind of representing the state of North Carolina. You're representing your club to be playing in this event and to kind of be in that position to be able to do that.
Well, yeah, we are. We do carry that flag, so we're hoping to represent North Carolina well. You know, and really, I mean, the Canes organization has teams in 9 different states. So in the youth level alone. So we're not only looking at North Carolina, but we're looking at the whole organization as far as carrying that flag. Jeff and Dan do a really good job of sending stuff down through me. I'm actually the assistant youth coordinator, so you know, they expect us to handle ourselves in a professional manner and the kids to do the same and represent the brand the right way.
What have been your goals throughout the season, and now that your season's coming to an end? Has your team accomplished the goals that you had set at the start of the season and accomplished them throughout the year?
I think we have. Our main goal was to get these kids ready for high school and showcase. And while we would have liked to have a little more success throughout the season, you know, we played up in 14U mostly swinging BB court bats versus swinging the drop 5s, which is a huge difference. And when we step up and play 14U BB court, you learn that just hitting the ball in the air doesn't mean it's going out of the park. You know, what was the second part of the question?
Just if they had accomplished the goals that you set.
Right. Like I said, I think we have, you know, we really stress the fundamentals. We really stress the fundamentals on the big field. When we're practicing, it's all about, you know, like I said earlier, the double cuts and doing things the right way, understanding where the cutoffs are and the guys being in the right position. Outfielders shouldn't come up and wonder where to throw the ball. The cutoff guy should be there with his hands up. You know, and then the last thing would be the communication. We're constantly talking about communication on the field, especially when you get into these environments, a complex like this. There's more games going on, there's more excitement going on. The noise level is going to be high. And if you're whispering, nobody can hear you. You've got to be loud and own your area of the field. Perfect, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to thank everybody, especially the Evo Shield Canes, for joining us at the 2017 Triple Crown U.S. Club Nationals. It's a pleasure having you guys. It's also my pleasure to introduce, representing Raleigh, North Carolina, the Evo Shield Canes 14U team. Head coach Rick Pate and Nick Morgan. Guys, thanks for joining us. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. One thing I was just kind of curious about is you've got some, obviously, younger teams in the organization here supporting, and if they win, it helps you, and if you win, it helps them. But I would imagine there's a mentor thing happening here, a chance to show what's coming, how to do it. So just walk me through your thoughts and opinions on that.
Yeah, there really is. It's a great opportunity for the older guys to interact with the younger kids around the hotel and now also at the baseball field. And you can kind of see when the younger guys walk around, they look up to these boys and they know what it's like to want to mentor these kids and to bring these kids through the organization from such an early age, which a lot of these kids didn't get to do because the Canes organization didn't have the age groups that they do now. So this is a great opportunity for the older guys to really mentor the younger kids.
Responsibility.
Oh yes, sir. I really think that it's a really good thing that the kids kind of look up to us, because that makes sure that we, stay focused in the game all the time and just really try to, keep good positive attitudes to know that the younger kids should also do that, so that they stay focused, that they win championships as well, and so they can one day, maybe, come up in our shoes one day and then do the same thing for the next generation.
I'm just curious, just your broad take on the competitive opportunity that this is. You're going to see teams from Oregon and Texas and Canada and all over the place, and I know you guys are always looking for good competition, but it's a little bit of a unique moment. I'm just kind of curious what the competitive angle of the event means to you.
Yeah, it is really competitive sometimes, and I guess what we basically all be a really good competitive team, and we like to see good competition. I think it makes us, perform a little bit better, like knowing that we're going into a tournament and playing teams from other places and knowing that they didn't come all this way, to lose. That's gotta push us even harder, to really try to get that win against other teams.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to thank Triple Crown for putting this event together. It's a great opportunity for these boys to play other teams from around the nation. We have a chance to play a lot of teams from the Southeast and up and down the East Coast, but it's rare that we get to play a team from Oregon, from Texas maybe. A couple of weeks ago, we were fortunate enough to play in a national championship against Puerto Rico, so that was pretty fun, but this is a great event. This is definitely top notch, and we're looking forward to it.
Coach, have you guys had the chance to play at East Cobb before as a team, or is this the first time for the players?
This is the first time for us, and we're really impressed by the facility. It's nice.
So elaborate a little bit more on that as far as what it means to you guys to be playing on this facility where a lot of some of the top talent currently in the MLB played here at one point when they were younger. Just talk about that.
Yeah, the history of East Cobb is amazing. It really is. Our background is a little bit from West Raleigh, so we've got a little bit of a history up there ourselves, but nothing like East Cobb. As a matter of fact, I saw a special on Fox Sports or some other program about East Cobb here not too long ago, and it's just so impressive, the history here, and the program that they do for the kids here, both the rec part and the travel part's amazing. So it's really something to look at and be a part of.
And same question you just as a player perspective playing here.
It's an absolute honor. I mean, there's just no better place than East Cobb. I mean, I love the facilities, and they just look really nice in the baseball fields. And just knowing that MLB players have played on these fields, they're just wrapping it up in those words right there. That hopefully one of our players can get up into the MLB, or all of our players is what we're trying to strive for. So it's really nice to play here.
Just talk a little bit about what are some of the things that you guys are going to need to be really good at this week in order to take home the 14 championship.
Okay, so, honestly, it's going to be about staying positive and keeping a good attitude. Even if you're up 14 or you're down 14, it doesn't matter. You got to stay focused in the game at all times, and just pick up your players. If they had a rough inning or a tough at bat, and if we really needed it, and it's okay. We'll come back the next inning and just try to execute what we need to do.
Final question to you, Coach. I've asked the other coaches as well. Just what would it mean to you guys, your team, to be representing North Carolina, the Canes brand, talk about that and what it means to you guys to be here.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we've got several 14U teams in the Canes organization, but to represent North Carolina, to represent the brand, that's the biggest thing is representing the organization. It's really big for us. I mean, we've been able to go across, like I said, in different organization tournaments and represent, but this is something that's unique for us. This is a great event, and we're looking forward to having a successful week.
What's been your favorite part about playing in this organization and playing with this team?
Honestly, I love playing with the Canes, and it's the physical and mental part of the elite travel baseball that I love. And it's, just getting to play with great players, and like they're just really good guys, and I just love playing with the Canes.
What about your coaches?
And the coaches are the best as well.
That's right. That's right.
We're good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got a career in this.
Is this yours? Yeah.
He's immersed. Yeah. Show sometimes you can't hear.
What is the live about? Is that like on TV? Yeah, man, it's YouTube and Facebook.
Alright, you guys ready? Hey, 11 of you come this way, 9 of you step back to the left screen and get your picture. Yep. Hey, go on. Hey, this is my fun note. You've been too dying to do this.
Let's go, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome the Evo Shield Canes 11U team representing Raleigh, North Carolina here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Triple Crown U.S. Club Nationals. It's a pleasure having you here, joined by head coach Rick Harlan and Gavin Turner. Guys, thanks for making it up here. We're going to turn it over to the media. Let them ask you a few questions.
Hi, guys. Wanted to first ask about just your thoughts on the competitive excitement of this event and what it means to lock horns with great players from all over the country. I know the Canes like to get after it, but just tell me what it means to have a chance to play this caliber of competition.
We tend to stay in our own little pool in Raleigh, but when we get to venture out and see other programs, it gets the competitive juices flowing in our boys, and we find that when we take our kids out of that Raleigh market, they really perform at a higher level. And we're excited to see what, I guess, the country, because that's what's coming here, has to offer. So we're super excited, and hopefully our boys can rise up to the occasion and the talent level.
I'm curious what you would say your priorities were this year, where you wanted to get better, the things that you really wanted to work hard on to become a better baseball player. I just was curious what you wanted to emphasize, what you wanted to work on this year to become a better player. What were the things that you thought about trying to improve on?
The competitiveness and competing.
Give me a sense of some highlights this year, maybe some moments where you felt that the team really stepped up and did something special.
When we were in Charlotte, we were behind and we came back and won the game.
Coach, moments like that I know are exciting. It's 11U though, so it can't always be wins and losses. Tell me a little bit of your philosophy when it comes to how to develop these kids at this age.
Well, the reality is we want to compete at the highest level. All the boys will want to develop, get better every single day, and a lot of that starts with being a good teammate. And a lot of these kids have been playing baseball together since they were 7, formed some really good bonds and smooth relationships. And I think when you can take the relationships you build internally as a team, develop the kids, and compete at the highest level, it's what we're looking to do. So, our goals are simple. We did come down here to compete, but we came down here to win too. So this is our final tournament for the year, and I think what my friend Gavin forgot to mention is these boys were down 4-1, top of the 6th, came back and won the game in Charlotte. We were down 12-0 in another game and came back and won 18-17. These boys have the ability to do a lot of special things, and I hope they do that here. And not to call out our friend Gavin Turner, but one of the things that Gavin said he needed to work on was his people skills. So we need Gavin to step up here. Hopefully there's one more question. He can redeem himself here on this last question.
Gavin, I love your name. I have a 3-year-old named Gavin as well. Great name. Talk to me a little bit about what the team's attitude, mentality is going into this week.
To have fun, compete, and do our best.
And if you guys were to go on and to win the 11U championship this week, what are some things that you have to really do well at?
Just do as good as you can.
What are some things you've been working on in practice, kind of leading up to this week to get ready for it?
Hitting, outfield drills, and cut zone.
Coach, last question for you. Just talk about what it means to you, your team, your players, to be representing North Carolina, to be representing the Canes brand while you're here in Georgia playing against teams from all over the country.
There's no doubt when we became the Canes, it really put us into a spot that we wanted to be. We wanted to be against the best competition. We want to face the best pitching, the best hitting, wherever we go. And it only is going to make our boys stronger, and we're super excited to represent the organization, be down here with 4 other teams. It's interesting, we got to take batting practice with some 14 and 13-year-olds, and I kind of laughed because at 5'6", I'm vertically challenged, and I got some 6'3" guys that won't hold the fence up, or the cage up for me. But no, honestly, this is one of the best times that we've had so far. We were able to do a week-long trip like this last year, although it wasn't with the Canes, and I really think when, like I said, when we get out of our Raleigh comfort zone and we can come down somewhere else and compete, it really raises our levels. So we're excited to be here, excited to compete. you know, at the end of the day, it's pitching, it's hitting, it's fielding. And I think one of the things that Gavin said is those are things we work on in practice, the fundamentals. And I think that's what gets lost in baseball, is working on those fundamentals and the right things to do. So we're here to have fun and compete.
All right, Gavin, what is your favorite part about playing on this team?
The players and the coaches.
Anything else?
Winning.
And what position do you play?
Third base and pitcher.
Which one do you like more? And what are you looking forward to most this next week?
Just winning. Yeah.
That's good. Thanks guys.
Great job, Gav.
Good job, Gavin. Cutie, patootie.
And then you guys will head over there and get another kid on it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
You guys are organizations.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Look at big old Brady.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to bring up here to the podium the Evo Shield Canes out of Raleigh, North Carolina, 9U coach Rick Gilchrist and Brady Suber. Guys, thanks a lot. Welcome to the 2017 Triple Crown U.S. Club Nationals. Very glad to have you all a part of this, and we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
All right, guys, thanks for making the trip up. One thing I wanted to ask is it's an unusual tournament because if you win a game, it actually helps the big guys, the 13s and 14s, if you guys all work together to try to win the overall title. So what's it like to know that big guys, the 13s and 14s, are watching what you're doing?
Well, it just makes us want to play harder because we know if we don't do good, then we might hurt the Canes. But if we do good, then we might bring up confidence and the whole team might win the whole thing.
Well, it makes us, like you say, work harder. We gotta improve every year to be as good as them. You know, they're a really good ball team, our 13, 14-year-old group, and we gotta work hard to continue to develop players and be as good as them when we get there.
This is kind of I mean, 8U can be kind of competitive, but 9U is really where the light kind of gets turned on. What have been the big, what have you learned about the team, and what's been a big, I don't know, just something that's really woken you up like, wow, this is not easy. What's the challenge, I guess, of playing 9U?
Well, the challenge to me is that when some of us got back, that we all focused to the game, and that it's one like 8, we're not going to throw it down the middle to you every time. They're going to try to get it. So we've been learning a lot because we're throwing fastballs and changeups and all mixed up. So it's keeping us in the game because right after if we strike out and get out, we can walk back into the dugout and tell us about what, where, and then it makes us hit more balls and win more games.
It's pretty sharp. What's your take on throwing players at this level?
Well, it's you just gotta keep developing them and keep having tryouts, and and getting better and better as a team. And we're honored. We started out when we were 7 years old as a Triple Crown Kings. We had the opportunity to become a King when we were 9, and it's a name you gotta live up to. They expect you to win, and of course, every time we leave Raleigh, we expect to win. But anyway, that's what you got to do. You just got to keep developing and get better.
Question for you, is it Grady? Brady. Sorry, Brady. Brady, talk a little bit about what you guys have been doing in practice this week, kind of getting ready for the U.S. Club Nationals. What are some things you've been working on?
Well, we've been working on what we're supposed to do, like working on how on defense is what we need to do to get the kids out and make sure that we can stop some of the runs in scoring. And then we've been working on situational hitting, so like if there's a runner on second base, then try to go backside or with the lefty.
What is the team's attitude, mentality going into this week?
Well, we've been looking, we wanted to go back and do our best so we can bring our championship trophy back to
And coaches, talk a little bit about what it means for you guys to be representing the Canes, representing Raleigh, North Carolina, and playing against teams from all over the country, top competition. Just kind of talk a little bit more about that.
Well, we just, you know, we love playing competition, and that's why we travel as much as we do to play the best competition there is in the country. And we, you know, like I say, the Canes name, we got to live up to it. We got to be great, and we got to win tournaments. And, you know, we lost a few this year, and we won a few, but you got to learn from the ones you lost and try to get better.
Hi Brady, what's your favorite part about playing on this team?
Well, my favorite part is that the whole team is always locked into the game and we're always trying to help each other out. So if one of us makes a bad play, then we all actually it's okay. We're gonna basically come off the bat and fix that. It's just bringing us up and willing to work on.
And then what are you looking forward to most in this next week?
Playing with kids from all around the country and us being able to see some of the teams that we might not have seen in Raleigh, and but we're going around the country and playing other kids that we might not have seen, and so we're locked in.
Well done. Thank you.
But again,
Superman.
Gravy. Nice job. Here, I got it.